Hi, look who's here! I wanted to film this yesterday because I adopted a rabbit today. Yay! I literally just adopted him like, 6 hours ago, so I'm still very cautious, which you should always be. You know, rabbits are prey animals and they're very fragile. I literally just adopted him today and I am still kind of scared. So, during my entire life, I have always had a very special relationship with animals. When I was born, my parents already had a dog. That dog and we were like this. We were siblings. And then we adopted cats, and then that dog died. Eventually we got a new dog. You know, animals have always been in my life. There has not been a single year of my life where an animal was not present, an animal besides humans, was not present inside of my living human space. I am going to be 21 years old. I am almost legally allowed to drink in the United States of America. Why does that matter? I don't know, I'm European. But yeah, in case you don't know me, hi, I'm Matias, my pronouns are he, him, and I adopted a rabbit. Yay, slay. I have been thinking of having my own animal for a long time. I still live with my mom and my boyfriend. We have 4 cats, and now I do know that rabbits are prey animals. I do understand the dangers of keeping a rabbit and a cat in the same room, unsupervised and even supervised. That's why that's not gonna happen. Plus, this space is temporary. This rabbit will not live here for more than a month. We are moving houses. He's here. Say hi. He's gonna try his bed. He hasn't tried his bed yet. No, he doesn't give a shit. What I mean is I have been doing a lot of research about rabbits, and for about 2 months I've wanted to have an exotic animal, a mammal specifically. I've wanted ferrets for a long time, but I do understand that I do not have the financial capability of having ferrets right now. And if you're gonna get a ferret, you're probably gonna get it from a breeder, which is, in my opinion, I don't know what my opinion is, but I've been told that it's a bit ethically questionable, and I do have to understand that point. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. Breeders are weird. Oh, look who's here. So yes, I decided to adopt a bunny, and before I did that, I did my research, obviously. I also called the exotic animal vet from where I live right now, and I called them up because the person who I got him from, he didn't vaccinate him nor neuter him. He's a year old. So like neutering, I don't know for how long you need to wait to neuter a rabbit. I actually should know that. But vaccines, I think it's about 2 months, 3 months, something like that. The vet told me. But basically he has been a long time without vaccines, although he is an indoor pet. What I was saying is I called them before I got the bunny and I told them, hey, I'm gonna adopt a bunny. How do I do about vaccines? And they told me stuff and the prices, and I am still going to call them tomorrow because today's Sunday, so I'm just gonna schedule it. I did not buy him, I adopted him, but I didn't adopt him from a shelter. I adopted him from a human being on from a person on a website. That person put up an ad saying that they were giving their rabbit away because they didn't have space anymore. So it's not a rescue, but it's not quite an adoption from a shelter, you know, it's a thing. I have put so much money and effort into doing this. I will not tell you the tea, but the effort that I put in to schedule the adoption moment, I had to go to the fucking most faraway place ever just to get this little motherfucker. I am invested. One of the reasons that I knew it was worth it to keep on going even though it was being really hard was because I don't think he was being taken care of as best as he could have been. I'm not saying he was being abused or mistreated. I mean, he was being kept in a cage. His last cage was kind of, I think it was half the cage I'm using right now. And the cage I'm using right now can be bigger because these are just grids that I bought. I bought a bunch of grids, I'll show you. But I bought a bunch of grids and I put them together, but there's not enough space in the room for the last 2 grids. But basically my intention is for this enclosure to be bigger, and he is free roaming, as you can tell. He's going to be free free roaming in this room for now. My objective is for him to have a bigger space in the new house, but for now we're gonna deal with it. I'm trying to be the most responsible owner possible. This is my first pet as me, an adult. I'm gonna be the name that's gonna be put inside of his little bulletin thing. Anyways, he already has a name. Well, he already had a name, but I didn't like it. I know it's kind of weird to change pets' names when they have lived a long time with their old name. I feel like it was just a year and he wasn't that trained or trained at all, I think. So today I woke up at 6:30 in the morning. I went to the end of Caralho. I went to the end of the world to get this fucking bunny, and I was so anxious. Me and my boyfriend went to get him and he left for work before I got home. And the second he left the car to go to work, I was so anxious. And I set up everything. Everything was already set up. And he was so scared. He was such a scared little bunny. He still is. Why are you insane? I calmed down. Everything was fine. I set up his things. After everything was set up, I was hanging out with him. I put myself on the floor because that's what people have been telling me to do. Just lower down to their level so we're not as much of a threat. They are prey animals once again. They can be very scared little creatures. And I was trying to pet him. He didn't seem to enjoy it, but he didn't seem to warn me that he wasn't liking it. And then I decided to give him some space. Okay, I was trying to get him to like me. He wasn't going for it, so I just gave him some space. The thing is, when I gave him some space, I sat on this bed. He was here on the ground exactly where I'm sitting, and I sat on this bed. But this bed sometimes, and I'm a chubby guy, sometimes it makes a lot of noise. So I sat down, and apparently I sat down too violently, and it made a lot of noise and got so scared. He started running around the whole room. He got so startled, and then he started stomping on the floor with his back paws. I was so scared, and eventually my mom wanted to come say hi, and this helped me so much because I was anxious. I told her, he's so scared. He hasn't eaten, he hasn't drank any water, he hasn't pooped, I don't know, he's so scared. And my mom decided to go with me, and she was like, how are you? You know how people speak to pets, and I'm autistic. I hadn't done that yet. It didn't even come up to my mind that you're supposed to be like to pets, right? And she was so calm, so confident, and he started warming up to her. He was coming, oh, hello. You know, he was warming up to her. And then she left, and I felt more confident. And he started like just moving around and coming towards me. And I was so happy, and now he's just hanging around. He's eaten, he's drunk water. I don't think he has pooped, but I have to check. Hi, it's day 3 of owning a rabbit. I haven't showed you the enclosure yet. I am pretty much, as you can tell, free roaming him around the room for now until we move houses. I am going to do a tour of the enclosure, so let's go. So this is him. This is Coffee. That's his name. I haven't said it yet, but his name's Coffee. I have a bunch of things for this little baby. First thing I want to say is that the litter box does not have pellets for him to pee in and poop in. These are the pellets that I bought, and I still have some other wood pellets that came with him from the previous owners. The pellets that came with the previous owners are these kind of pellets. Okay, let me not step on my bunny. So, tiny little haul of the things that I got him. Okay, so right now I have things for him for about like 1 or 2 months, I think. I've only spent 3 days with him, but I think this is gonna last me a while. I have about 6 kilos of litter. I have 2 kilos and a little bit of hay. Like a bunch of food, like 5 kilos of food. I have a lot of things. Vegetables is what I didn't buy in bulk. Yeah, I have a bunch of shit, and I think it's gonna last for a long time. Or at least I hope so. He came with a water bottle, but if you know anything about rabbits, they're not supposed to drink water in water bottles because it's too little for them, and they might... I don't know, the owner said he liked it, but I would just rather give him bowls of water, which I have, and I'm gonna show you. I have a tiny little bit of hay that came with him. I have no idea what type of hay this is. I haven't used it yet. It doesn't say what type of hay it is. As I've been saying, I am free roaming him, at least inside the bedroom, because everywhere else there's cats. Anyway, so about the cage. I have this bed. It's wicker slash hay something bed. He can chew on it. He can go inside. He has gone inside. This is his bed. I got it at a pet store. Just a simple tiny bed with a fleece blanket. Oh, by the way, this cage is a playpen. It's actually a dog playpen. It's 67 centimeters per 2 meters. But right now it's not 2 meters because I took 2 of the grids out because it wouldn't fit inside the room. But my plans is for when we move houses, it will be bigger. But right now this is what it is. So I've got the bed and the hideout. He came with this ball because apparently he really liked to chew this ball and they gave it to me. It was very kind. He also came with this food bowl. This is where I put the pellets. This is where I put some vegetables. Oh, he also came with this food. I don't think it's the best, but he really likes it, and before we do the transition, I'm gonna give it to him. So, as I was saying, this cage is a dog playpen, and it's lined with fleece blankets. I also put cardboard underneath the fleece blankets so that he doesn't make as much noise when he stomps if he's scared at night. Then you've got the water bowl and the pee-pee place. That's his litter box. Right now it doesn't have any wood pellets or any litter. It only has hay, a puppy pad, and you know, poop. I'm trying to litter train him. He does not poop on the floor outside the cage. At least so far he hasn't pooped. What are you doing, baby? I know you want to play, but you have a whole dig box. See, this is the thing. I made him this dig box so he can dig, and he prefers to dig on the fleece blankets. I don't get it. So yeah, anyways, the litter box does not have any litter because I'm trying to see if he likes it better this way. I'm still trying to litter train him. He does not poop outside of the enclosure, but he does poop inside everywhere and not on the box. So I'm trying to do that. I put all of the poop inside the box so that he knows that's where poop goes, but I don't think he understood yet, but I'm trying. Also, the litter box that I bought for him is a small cat litter box, and it came with the hood. I took it out so that he gets used to pooping and peeing in the litter box, and when he is ready, I will put the hood back in. It does come with the door. I'm not gonna put the door. So at the moment, let me just open the door. Come on, go do your mischief. The bedroom window goes to the marquise kind of thing, and I always keep it open. The air will not flow if I do not, so I will keep it open as long as I'm either inside the bedroom or right at the door outside doing my things on my computer and looking at the bunny. So most of the time the enclosure playpen is open and the door's closed even if I'm not here. But I only close it when I need to do something specific or when we go to sleep.
Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe.